The Dark.
Yeah, no surprise there.
No split this time.
No split. We all know what's going to happen, especially on King Sejong Station. It's going to be rough.
I remember the Guilty versus TY game as well. TY was just not playing well, and Guilty was like messing and like fumbling up his macro. He was just like not on point, but he still somehow won with like very good decision making. But I just feel like Dark's not going to give him the room to like give him a game in the way that TY did.
Dark's going to try and crush his soul like he does every other turn, and it's going to be a clean sort of game because Dark is, he's definitely on point again. He's not playing a sloppy game or anything like that.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, actually, that he's going to like crush his soul, because that's kind of like the personality of Dark as well. He doesn't hold back. He's very cocky. He's like, I got this kid. Yeah. He is nowhere near my level. I'm going to crush him. And I would expect that to happen here today.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if we get an upset, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to happen, Moonglade.
Well, crazier things have happened, man. What can I say? It could happen. Maybe we'll see a nice cheese or something. Maybe a Proxy 2X, get a little dirty.
It's possible.
We never see Proxy 2X anymore, but I love to suggest them. Yeah. One day it's going to happen, and I'll be right.
Someone did it recently.
Really?
Maybe on like Thursday or Friday, one of those games. It was kind of like, we have a bunch of one-sided games also in the round of 24 and Code A, like a lot of 3-0s. It was in one of those.
Yeah.
And, I don't think it worked out. It got totally held. I think it was Biel actually versus, it was Biel versus Innovation.
Oh.
Innovation went for 2 racks on the first game.
Biel won that in the end, right? 3-2? Did he?
Yes. 3-1.
3-1?
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Biel is a beast, man.
Yeah. Biel really turning it on. Like, that's a whole other story from this round, even specifically, or from this season of Pro League, even. Like, he's up at 9-3 now.
Yeah, he's become
9-4.
Become one of those carries again, man. He's like carrying the team along with Hero.
Yeah,
it's fantastic to see. He has always been one of those Zergs I look at. Even last year, I was just like, I love this guy's style. He's so good. But he was on a pretty not unsuccessful team last year as well.
I'm so glad that he joined CJ Antis, and now Ragnarok's on CJ Antis, and he's doing better, and Hyun's practicing with CJ Antis. I have so many good Zergs in that house.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm so happy to see.
Insane.
It's so good to see Ragnarok doing well finally.
Yeah.
I've loved this kid. And
he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he got a chance on that team, and he's really making the most of it. Love it.
He beat Deer, right? I think. Code A, I was casting that with Tasteless.
Yeah, I think
he beat Deer 3-2.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I was watching that. Yeah. It's kind of a it's an interesting series. Yeah, it's nice. It was before the Swarm Host nerf too, I think.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting because despite like the Swarm Hosts being strong or not, like Koreans seem to deviate away from them most of the time.
Yeah.
Unless it's like curious, like Koreans will just go for like more aggression. Just something we all got to look at, I think, at this point, because Swarm Hosts are just not that good anymore.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Definitely real here today, Moonglade. Ragnarok in that game, he just went like pure Roach Hydra and sometimes Viper and just like tried to crush the Protoss before he ever got a death ball.
Just kill before anything happens. Like, I don't think they can go late game anymore unless you're like going to go for like a hardcore Broodlord switch or something after some other sort of transition. Like, you can't trade with a death ball anymore. Like, you can't make Swarm Hosts and Spore Crawlers and try and pick away with it with abducts and whatnot. What do you do if you don't do that? I think you just die, man. Like,
you got to kill him before he gets to that place.
That's pretty much it. And I think that's a similar sort of fashion against mech play these days as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's rough. It's going to be interesting, though. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of that in the future from our Zerg players. We do have a wealth of Zerg players over here, especially still in the individual leagues today.
Beginning to just do better and better. It's really exciting, actually. Guys, we have a bit of a delay here. Sorry about that. It looks like the guy from Samsung.
Yeah, really, Valdez? We have a delay, man? I don't know.
Guilty.
I didn't notice the delay, Valdez.
Guilty's having a hard time. He's really nervous. His hands are shaking. He's trying to type in his password, but he can't quite do it.
Is that what it is?
We'll get there soon. He's still not in the lobby.
Yeah.
They said it's probably going to be 2 more minutes. So.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Stick tight.
Game of Thrones only just came out, Valdez.
Yeah, the first 4 episodes were leaked. Well, I didn't watch them, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
waiting for the high quality.
That's the way to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting a month for a new episode.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to do that?
Not good.
No, it's horrible. No. I'll be honest. I watched them, but
you're like, who would want to do that? Not me.
No,
but I did it.
What I'm gonna
anyway.
do is I'm gonna go back and legally watch the HD versions after when they come out.
That's good.
Somehow I'll find the legal way in Korea. I don't know which way that is, but
no, I don't know either.
We'll figure that one out.
Yeah,
but it's looking like it's going to be a great season. They're kind of deviating away from the storyline a little bit from the books, I believe, this season.
I think they said also that the TV show is going to finish before the books or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
That's
I heard that.
That's weird.
And so the book readers are not so happy.
The books will be like I think better in the end anyway, because they'll obviously be like 100 times more descriptive and whatnot, and a much more drawn out story. And
a lot more detail.
I think even like different things happen in the book. Like they're kind of deviating away from what the book's going to be like. So it's going to be its own story.
Did you ever read the books?
I read like the first 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aren't those books gigantic? Like. Yeah.
I have a lot of
I feel
time.
like I only read the first 4. Like it only took me about a couple months.
I don't know. Like it took me over a long time. I forget half the stuff I read as well. So I go back and watch the movies. The TV show. I'm like, whoa, that happened.
Yeah.
Or like that happened. Like either way. We see this poor mascot dance for us while we wait for a player that.
It's a nice little dress.
Is it
got on?
Oh, it is.
It's like a girl devil.
I thought it was a. I don't know. I don't know what the girl devils look like.
It's a Greville.
It's a Greville.
Jumping into this game, finally, guys. We can stop talking about Grevils. Here's Dark, 7-5. Kind of like we were talking about. He started off pretty well, but he just kind of fell off a bit.
Yeah, he did drop a doodle-doo in recent times.
Yes.
No, but he's kind of, in the last, I have to say, 2 or 3 weeks, he's come back a bit. You know, he's looking a lot stronger. He's found his form again. He's in Codas. He qualified for the Casper Cup, beating Flash and Classic and Trap. He's doing great. Whoa, that's loud.
Whoa. What was that?
Damn.
I think I can't hear anymore, Moonglade.
No, man. Well, we'll try and yell out over this. We do see Guilty. He has won 1 game so far, but none of them were against Zergs. He got eliminated in GSL and Star League by Zergs, True, and Saxery, and he has a 24% win rate against Zerg currently.
To be fair, Saxery looked incredible in his matches. He 3-0'd something. I don't even remember who it was because he was playing so well.
Was it like San?
San, yeah. San, I mean, not playing his best either, but Saxery looking good. But True,
we don't see much of True, but he was enough to take down Guilty.
Well, let's jump into the game, guys. Game number 2. Up here in the top left, in the orange, it is Dark.
Down here in the bottom right, Guilty.
He's looking guilty. His eyes are down.
Yeah, Guilty. Naughty boy. What have you done?
He's going to have to confess later. Get him on his knees and tell him what's what.
Whoa. Slow down, Valdez. Damn.
I like what you're doing here, Moonglade. Actually, I'm going to join you. Bit of a turnaround looking at the main screen.
Well, like, we don't even need monitors. Oh,
look at this. We're watching. Where is that? Oh, that's up there. Right.
Hello, everybody. Yep,
we're still here.
We're doing the lazy cast today. I guess we'll do it more often if we get some screen time.
Yeah, man. Gonna start taking off our shirts. Looking good for the camera.
Well, I guess we could do that. I got to work out a little bit more before that happens, fellas.
Now the Korean casters are turning around actually and saying, "Oh, we can't see that; it's too big."
Yeah, well, they realized what we were doing, casting off the giant screen in the studio. You guys should definitely come down here and check it out. It's actually a fantastic view from the when it gets in the game. You got the two giant player sort of screens, and then you got the middle one being the game screen. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Look at this right off the get-go. Pool first from Dark, very confident. He's like, okay, I'll get behind that. I just want to make sure that you're not doing anything sneaky.
Yeah, well, that and you know what, these links might actually get something done because we are going to see a CC first from Guilty.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. This could actually do a little bit of damage if there's linked it down there in time. Dark.
No gas from Dark.
No. It'll be that, that 15 pool, 16 hatchery gasless expansion with 4 lings usually. It does a lot of work, especially against Reaper openers as well. If those lings get down there and try and cancel well, not cancel the CC, but kill the SCV. Ooh, look at that. 6 lings actually. All right, he's got it figured out.
Put on the pressure.
He's got it figured out. He sees it. He's like, okay, CC first. I know exactly what's happening. I'm gonna win.
It takes some balls from Guilty, actually, to just be like, you know what, I'm going up against Dark. Let me be greedy, put down a Nexus first, like... Yep. Or not a Nexus, a CC first.
Oh, surprise! Oh, no, don't get that, no!
No Mineral Walk.
No. Well...
We've seen Dark take advantage of that before. I think it was against San and Foxtrot Labs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was a bit embarrassing.
He did waste a few seconds there, actually, chasing off that SUV. Valuable seconds that he could be down there, hitting away at a command center. Yeah. It's going to finish there. It's going to probably start upgrading orbital and then lift off. Should be just fine.
Already got a wall at the top of the ramp. He's totally fine.
Yeah.
First Marine going to pop out.
Yeah, supply depot's too far done at this point. Not going to really find anything. He's going to try for some damage there.
Yeah. Just drag down another SCV. Get the repair if he need to. And just like you said, he can just lift that CC. And eventually he'll have enough to just push out.
Not a bad opening for Guilty. Dark going to semi-play catch-up from here. He's going to be droning as hard as he can. Already 2 mules down for Guilty at this point, so he does have that nice economic lead for now. He's going to have to retake that natural. Probably when the Hellions come out.
I'm glad you mentioned the giant player cameras, because I love just looking at their eyes and seeing where they're looking and seeing what they're thinking about.
This is something we just never do, but we could do it so easily. We just turn around.
Now that we're out of the booth, especially.
Yeah, out of the sauna.
Also, they have the first-person cameras, like the player cameras, like how they're playing, down below the players. So you could also watch that if you're in the studio.
Yeah, that's very true too. You pretty much get everything down here. It would actually, what I'd actually love more than the player cams? If they put the first-person views up on the screens there.
Yeah, that could be nice.
I think that would be fantastic because everyone gets to see how they play. Maybe the coaches will have something to say about that, like, no, it gives away too much or something, but I like it.
But they're already giving it away. Like, if anyone wanted to study one of these players, they could easily do it. Just, like, take a video camera and videotape the first-person view.
Yeah, exactly right.
So out of Dark, it looks like we're going to go for that two-base kind of Muta style, getting a safe Roach Warren, it looks like.
We've actually seen this a bit in recent times from Dark. I remember specifically against Ryung when he played last week. He went for this Roach style. Like he went for Lingbane Roach into that third base to pretty much shut down any sort of aggression, from Hellion, Banshee, and whatnot. And then he would eventually transition into Mutas and sometimes a bit of Corruptors too. Or maybe even Corruptors and no Mutas. It was pretty interesting. But it did fantastic work. He completely destroyed who he played. He completely destroyed Ryung.
Look at this, 3 roaches. Those are the cop roaches, man. They just patrol the premises, just making sure that no dirty Hellions.
Done.
Trying to get some damage, just like that.
Yep. Any guilty Hellions?
Yeah. Totally guilty. First Banshee out.
Do we have any Spore Crawlers? Not just yet, do we? He does have some multiple queens, though. 3 queens so far.
And 1 Overseer. But I don't think that Cloak was researched here for Guilty.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Ugh. Gets his first kill on a Zergling. Second Overseer going to be made just in case. Looks like the first one was here in the main base. That makes sense now. Run, Sejong. Yeah, this Banshee's getting no damage done, man.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You definitely want to use that a bit later with the Hellions to try and deny creep and pressure that third base.
Ooh.
It's going to be hard with these Roaches. And, with this constant queen production, we could even see a Nidus Valdez.
We definitely could, man. There's no Spire. There's no Spire. Roach speed +1 to range upgrades, as well as +1 to armor I think you may be right, man.
Possibly, right?
It's possible, but he doesn't have anything in position. I guess
might
he could
even
just put it at the front.
Yeah, he might actually even just crash down into the natural here, just with the roaches. He doesn't even have to make a Nidus.
That would be cooler, though. Like, let's be real.
Nidus would be way cooler, especially with all these queens he's been making. It looks like he will go for that simple 1-1 roach timing with speed.
Yeah. You know who also did this was Low Sierra. He loves to do that, actually.
Yeah,
Loves to put on the
that.
pressure.
I remember that. Well, you know, it's kind of scary as well because we only actually see one Banshee for Guilty at this point. He didn't make multiple. This could be a big, big problem. He's going to have Hellbats, which is going to help out a little bit in buffering, but besides that, there isn't much.
He's also getting one tank out here, and he will have some area behind this wall. Trying to focus down the SCVs here first before getting to that bunker. But now getting to the bunker. 8 SCVs go down, and the bunker's going to crash down. First tank is out here. Hellbats are morphed to block for that tank on the ramp.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. I don't think he's going to kill, not with that tank there. He's going to have to turn this around.
18, 19, 20 drones.
Oh, my God.
For the follow-up. That's more than saturating that third baseman. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be on for those gases, too, I guess. And now he knows, okay, it's going to be mech. It's going to be one of those games. We're going to see another, like, powerful Samsung mech Terran come out of this.
Guilty's going to come out here and prove everyone wrong. Just crush Dark in this game.
Oh, man, it could happen. It could very well happen on this kind of map. I'm getting nervous here, Valdez. I think we might tank our predictions today.
Yeah, man. That'd be sad.
I'd be very depressed. What I live for out here, man.
Yeah.
Gonna get Burrow Roach movement. I like this as well. Barring them now. And try and make his way in.
Ooh.
Next step is, what do we have here? 3 tanks completely naked with no detection whatsoever. If we see Guilty looking hard enough, he will see those little movements on the ground. I don't think he's been paying attention there.
Scan goes down in the main.
Oh, man.
He has no idea.
This could be checkmate. He's not even going to go for the tanks by the looks of it. He's simply going to be going for the SCVs. And I like this. I like this a lot.
Oh, my God. This is so sneaky.
This is such a blunder from Guilty. More than anything else.
All he needed was one missile turret there at the natural.
For every base, you know, he should be expecting a Muta-switch at some point too, right? He has to make sure he has anti-air.
Yeah. He's using mining on every base right now. He is not mining at all.
17 SCVs gone down. I mean, the damage is done. Look at that, already borrowed again. He's going to go for upgrades now.
He's going to get it, man. There's nothing here to defend. Armory's going to go down. Oh, no.
And that's an important upgrade as well, mind you. That was the attack upgrade.
Hasn't even dealt with the roaches at his natural in his third.
Yeah, this is a horrible situation. He's going to be losing both armories to this, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, this tank is all alone. He can't deal with it, man. The multitasking is too much. He was attacked in 3 different positions at the same time. He kind of laughs to himself, and he's like, well,
yeah,
what am I going to do now?
We wouldn't have seen that, actually, Val, if we weren't looking at the big screen.
Yep.
How about that, man? New way to cast. And look, he's still keeping these keeping these roaches alive, going into Hydras from here. No doubt going to be going to Vipers as well. Try and close this out.
Yeah, 42 SCVs. Kind of impressive with all the SCVs that he's lost. He's still got at least 42. Finally, the missile turrets come out.
Yep, going to keep these alive as well. I mean, he's going to have to burn a scan if he wants to get rid of them. And this third base is completely gone. He's going to have to lift that eventually.
Dark looking really confident in the booth. Whereas Guilty kind of, you know, like I was saying, laughing in embarrassment. He was kind of just like, well, I'm really, really, really far behind.
Well, it's maxed out to 85 supply Terran, man. This is all but over. It's about that finishing blow at this point while he kind of manipulates the army.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
This is what Dark does. He does not care about his opponents. He wants to embarrass them as much as possible.
Yeah, man. It's kind of mean, actually.
Yeah.
He can go for this tank if he wants to, if he's paying attention. Doesn't look like it, though.
The waves of darkness are about to crash down on this one Guilty guy. And there's nothing he can do about it, man.
Yeah, here he comes down with the finishing blow. Vipers, Roach Hydra, maxed out. And there comes the armory.
Here we go. Pushing in. Hydra's in the back. Pulling those tanks. I'll take those. Thank you very much. Another tank being pulled. Pulls his own Roach.
Yeah.
Now pulling more tanks. GG is called.
GG.
There you have it. Dark, that's kind of the beating we were expecting him to give to Guilty. Well done. Guilty, kind of just a big blunder there with no missile turrets.
Yeah, man, that was the only mistake he made as well. You know, he was doing fantastic up to this point. And that's all it took. Dark completely maximizing that advantage, destroying the economy, following up with a nice Roach Hydra Viper attack. Easy peasy for Dark.
Nice little battle there. Not too disrespectful to Guilty. And we're going to have this all tied up at 1-1, guys. My predictions, I said SK Telecom was going to take every game, but Bravo snakes one away. But that will allow us to see our last game.
Yeah,
which is
Sue versus Solar.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Nice little ZVZ. I know you're happy about that.
Yeah, I love to see some ZVZ.
Solar is 2-9 in ZVZ.
Looking good for Sue already.
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to be going into the next one. It's going to be Classic versus Journey. That should be a lot of fun as well. I like that, Valdez.
You like it, Minglet?
Well, you know, Journey's going to be one of those sluggers coming out to try and make a name for himself again today. Hasn't really done too much so far.
Yeah, man. He's played 3 games. He's won and lost 1 versus Terran. He's a Terran himself, and he's beaten 1 Protoss. So he's already undefeated against Protoss. We'll see how he does against Classic.
Yeah, that Protoss was Daisy as well, mind you. So.
Ooh.
Another newcomer to Pro League.
As we were saying, Classic versus Journey is going to be our next matchup, guys. Make sure you're staying tuned and telling your friends about this Pro League. Great team league we got going on here. But, guys, we're going to take that 3-minute break as we always do. Stay tuned.